What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Trey Sense, and we got a little bit of a review, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. So listen, before I get into this, I need something from you. I need you to like this video. I need you to share this video, and I need you to sub to this channel if it's not asking too much. And all of that is free, won't cost you a dime. So for those of you who don't know, this is where I talk about the fragrances that I've worn all week, the situation that I wore them in, which is mostly work. Compliments I may not have gotten. No further ado, let's get right into it. Rare thing coming off of the 4th. It was a busy week. I needed a little break, so I took a 3-day weekend. I did not work Sunday, so my work week actually started Monday. From the House of Hollister, I wore Jake. And this is typical of what you would expect from Hollister. Fresh, clean. Smells like, you know, down at the beach on the ocean, a little bit salty, a lot airy. Airy is one of the words I would use to describe Hollister fragrances, and I love it. I love every one of my Hollister fragrances. It gives me a vibe of honeysuckles in the springtime. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of like walking by a honeysuckle bush, but not in a feminine way, in a masculine way, and it's really good. I do advise you to buy the biggest bottle of that you can. It's another one from Hollister that I'm looking to get my hands on. I think it's SoCal. I know I had a sub of mine tell me, hey, you need to look into SoCal. It's been on my radar. I've seen it at not TJ Maxx, at Marshalls, and I just hadn't pulled the trigger on it yet. But I will be getting it. So from the House of Hollister, it is Jake, and it's a good fragrance, man. Especially if you've got a teen that you're buying a fragrance for, I think they will love this. And you don't have to break the bank for it. I think this was like $15. And if they lose it or break it or give it to a friend or whatever they do, it's no big deal. All right, let's get into it further. From the House of Dapper Fragrances. Oh my goodness, I can't read that. Man, it sucks to have glasses and still struggle to see. What is that? I'm trying to say, what does that say? I'm going to pronounce it wrong. Persis? Is that what we said this was? Man, I hate that. So, anyway, from the House of Dapper. Man. Wait a minute. I might get to my eyes to focus after all. Hold on. I want to say that is Persis, how you pronounce it. So, even if I pronounced it wrong, what you have here from the House of Dapper is a clone of the newest Parfum de Marly fragrances, and I really like this scent. To me, this is complete opposite of anything that Parfum de Marly has put out, because if you've smelled any of the Parfum de Marly fragrances, they are good, but they are heavy hitters. They're heavy. This is the complete opposite. This bad boy screams, wear me in the spring, summer, and fall. Put me away in the winter, switch to something else. Just a good, solid fragrance. And I really like this. And I got told several times, you smell really good. The only thing about it, or this particular scent profile, is it falls into the category to me of a lot of the other fragrances that's coming out right about now. The peach, the mango. This one has citrus up at the top. And now, don't get me wrong, it smells good. It smells like you're opening a fresh bag of oranges or something like that. But it reminds me a lot of God of Fire and fragrances like that are all coming down the pipeline right about now. So, does it smell good? Yeah. I'm gonna have to give me a little magnifying glass, but I'm pretty sure that's Persis. But it does smell really good, and it is a fruity scent. I think if you bought a bottle of this from Dapper, I honestly think you should get two, because your lady friend is gonna want one as well. So you may as well go ahead and get yourself one and get her one as well. But what you're gonna get with this is a nice blast of citrus up at the top that is just an explosion, and it smells nice, juicy, and very realistic. Great job by Travis over at Dapper with this fragrance. That was my scent of the day Tuesday, because I did not go to work Sunday. So we got Tuesday, that's Monday, that's Tuesday. And Wednesday, I reached off into my bag and pulled out one from Dapper as well. And this is Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Bel Paradise Gardens. And this is another one that I feel like you may as well get 2 bottles, because I feel like it could be unisex. It just smells so good and so fresh and so bright, invigorating, uplifting, great for the high heat. There is absolutely no way you could spray this fragrance on and not stick that chest out a little bit and just feel good about the day and about what you got going on, because this is a great fragrance. And again, this is Dapper's version of Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Bel Paradise Garden, and it's a good one. And it doesn't take but just a spray or 2 of this. And again, several compliments from the young ladies that I work with. Trey, what do you got on? That smells good. It smells really, really nice. I mean, they just stop and go, I like that scent. And I was like, thank you. Thank you. So from the house of Dapper, by way of Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Bel Paradise Garden, get you some of this, guys. That's a good one. That's a really good one. That was my scent of the day Wednesday. And Thursday, I went with another one from Dapper Fragrances. And this, bear with me. Gotta get these eyes to focus. The writing on this stuff is so small. Okay. This is Valentino's Born in Roma Intense. And he put Pretty Pink Juice in there. And I think he did that because the bottles of the Born in Roma line normally have a little bit of a red tint to it. This is nice. And this was my scent of the day Thursday. And the thing I like about the entire Born in Roma line is you can pick up on subtle, on some subtle notes that run through the line, and I like that. I don't like it when you pick up a flanker to a fragrance and it's nothing like the original. It needs to be similar, and you got so much of the DNA from the Born in Roma line in this with just a little bit of a twist. You still get that scent of fruitiness, but then you still get that scent of, like, I don't want to say gingerbread cookies, but like something being baked. And I kept getting that when I was at work. People were like, I smell cookies. I'm like, yeah. And it's not like you smell like a cookie or anything like that, but you give off this aroma. It's just a very pleasant aroma. And I got that all day long. And all of these stay on for hours and hours and hours. Great performance. So from the house of Dapper, by way of Valentino, this is Dapper's version of Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Intense. Really good scent. Really good scent. That was what I wore Thursday. Which brings us to Friday. Friday, I had a doctor's appointment, and I went to the doctor because I had an appointment. I had to go to my back doctor. The instant that I walked in, and this goes back to my previous video of You'll Stay on Her Mind, from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. It is light blue summer vibes, and I walk in, and I was, I had made up my mind. You know what? Because I'm still in my boot, I'm going to be extremely comfortable, because when I get through, I'm going to go some rag store hunting. So I wanted to make sure I was extremely comfortable. So I made sure I had comfortable. I just basically had on a sweatpants and a t-shirt. Very attractive young lady is checking me in. and you know, she stops doing her computer work. She stops and she looks up at me and says, "What are you wearing?" And the first thing I do, because I'm stupid, is look down at her finger. And then I said, "I'm not telling you what I'm wearing." And she was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm not telling you." And the lady working next to her, and they're a good 5 or 6 feet away from me, says, well, one of them is arm's length. The other one is a good 5 or 6 feet. "Yeah, I can smell it all the way over here." They were all clamoring about how good this smells. So I eventually explained to them, "Okay, I'll tell you. It's Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Summer Vibes. Now you can go buy your husband some." And she started laughing. She's like, "No, I ain't gonna buy him nothing else because I just bought an Invictus." And I told her, I said, "You could probably get this on Fragrance Net or Fragrance X a lot cheaper than you did that Invictus." And she was like, "Really?" And she was explaining she got the Invictus with the V on the bottle. And I was like, "Yeah, okay, that's really cool. Good smelling fragrance." This right here is just one of those scents that works, especially in the high heat. It's just polarizing. It smells good. Even when I bought it, the girls at the store at Dillard's were talking about how good it smelled. When I smelled it at Belk, they were talking about how good it smelled, even though I didn't buy it from Belk still. But this is just one of those fragrances that are going to just stay on our mind. You're going to stay on our mind with this fragrance, and it is a good one. And was my scent of the day Friday, as it was extra hot. It did really well in the high heat. I was sweating. I sweat so much that day, y'all. I caught a cramp driving home. I'm probably about my 4th fragrance journey stop, trying to get y'all some footage. All right, last but not least, and this was one that I picked up Friday, but I had to wear it, which today is Saturday, so it's the end of the week, even though I just got it. But from the house of Lattafa, it is Blue Oud, and man, did I enjoy this fragrance. I did. I really enjoyed this fragrance. Oud is in there, and it's a slightly animalic oud when it first comes out and hits your skin, but it quickly dissipates and turns into a sweet, clean oud mixed with that blue and some sapphire and some different other things. And for $20, if I see another box of this, I'm going to buy it. It's just that good. I mean, it's just that good, and it's got enough oud in it that it works in the heat, but not so much that you're gonna come across it's off-putting, but I absolutely love it. I love that fragrance, and I like wearing my oud in the heat because to me they stand up and perform well. And that one is another one I really like that. On that first wearing, it's definitely becoming one of my favorite oud fragrances, probably right under Luminous Nights and Mysterious Nights would be that one. And then, you know, Gucci Absolute, you know, just but that is a good oud fragrance. If you like oud and you've been looking for one that you can wear and you see this at Burlington, pick it up. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, guys, that is it, man. That is it. I've done 2 videos back to back and I'm tired. I'm tired of sitting in this chair. My back's starting to hurt. But anyway, guys, listen, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being the best part of this channel and everything that you do for me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate the partnership and the fun that we have cutting up. Always continue to check in. Y'all don't ever stop checking in. Let me know where you at. If you hadn't checked in and told me where you at, check in. I know I got people all the way out in Vegas, people all the way up in Maryland. You know, I got people in Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, Texas. Y'all check in. Let me know where you at. But with that being said, Cali checked in. I love you all, and may God bless you all. And until the next time, guys, peace.